Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for Manchester United versus Brighton FA Cup semi-final preview. Yeah, we know Manchester United have the final on Sunday, but we thought I'd do it a day early, and me and Tom are going to try and wipe last night's tears away. But Tom, how's things?
Run, yeah, yourself.
Yeah. Besides the match doing good, well, yesterday's match doing alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, depressing. I did watch it, and Maguire. That's all I'm going to say is Maguire. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's enough, is it?
It was going to happen, sure. Like he was doing like decently well for good bit of season, but he was going to have a dodgy game. It's so poor. He's absolutely brain dead. Like he's just so brain dead. I don't want to like hate him. I know he's getting. I don't want to hate him too much because he's getting absolutely destroyed. But at the same time, he's just not good enough. He's just simply not good enough. Like me, get rid of him. Get someone like that you need trust in. Like with players, you need trust in your players. You can't trust him. You play him. You're gasping when he's on the ball. You're gasping when someone's running at him. Like you don't know what to expect. Like that's a problem that we're going to need to change. With like if you want to be trying to win trophies and competing for titles, you need players that you know majority of the time are gonna that you've trusted. If you don't, then it's just like you're panicking. Like are they going to do well? Are they going to do this? That's no good to you. And that's what happened. And today, last night we got shown that you're not going to get away with that.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of said it all there, Tom. I mean, did you see the game yourself? Yeah. Like highlights
I
or
saw clip.
anything?
I didn't know how much because I fell asleep and I missed most of it. And I heard we were playing shock and I'm sorry, I'm not even going to be fussed turning on. I can't put myself through the pain, but I heard we were dreadful.
You dodged the bullet, Tom. That's all I'm going to say. You dodged the bullet. Yeah, I mean, obviously the first goal where De Gea gave it out to Maguire. Maguire tried to give it to Wan-Bissaka, and then you just knew once that ball got to Maguire that, yeah, this is going in. And then the second goal, De Gea could have done better. Then the third goal, fuck's sake, man. I don't know.
Again, it's a disgrace. Like I mean, the distribution is just so bad. Like how can you be that bad going outside your box? Like, I know De Gea's had a good overall good season. He's kept a lot. He's one of the highest clean sheet keeps in the Premier League so far. Like I mean, we know he's good overall, but what is he doing? Like how can you be that bad? Like you're coming out of your box and you balls up that much. Like you should be ashamed of himself. Absolutely disgraceful.
I'm gonna put the two up on the screen, and I know one of your answers, but Tom, what do we do with them?
Maguire has to go. I'd be like, thanks for the memories, thanks for all you've done, but I'm sorry, you have to go. Like, goodbye. De Gea, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It is.
He's been good overall, but the distribution is going to be a big issue. Like if we're going to have more performances like that, we're not in for a fucking easy ride. So it's I don't know what I'd get buy a new keeper anyway, but I wouldn't sell the head just yet. But buy a new keeper for next season, see how they do, and if De Gea is not showing any signs of improvement, maybe best ship him off. But if he does, maybe keep him around another year or two, maybe another year. But then, like he's only got 1 more year left, most of my opinion. I think after that he definitely has to go. Like no questions asked. But I'd give De Gea 1 more season and Maguire goodbye.
Yeah, Maguire's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's just a no-brainer.
Not good enough. Just not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm sure, the third goal that they got and the first goal. The first goal was between De Gea and Maguire. Both of them should have done better, but nothing you can do there. The third goal, De Gea just had an absolute blunder, like an absolute disgrace. And that was the goal to pretty much, well, if the tie wasn't already over, that was the goal that killed it. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, if we brought Rashford new shot at half time, I thought, all right, maybe not come back, but maybe we can push them. We didn't. No, Rashford new shot didn't do anything either. So And I wasn't expecting them to do much, the both of them, because they're only back from injury. But that, like, the mistake De Gea made last night, was that the first big mistake you've ever seen him make as a Manchester United goalkeeper, or have you seen worse?
I've seen many. I mean, it's the first I've seen that bad for a while, but no, I've seen him make. Because obviously I've watched him games for years. I've seen him make a good few proper. His balls up and made like. I remember he balls up really badly against Everton. He went to clear. He hit a straight Calvert-Lewin against Watford. A simple header. He lets it go in. I could go on all day, to be honest. There's been many times, plenty of times, and there was one against Messi as well. He just lets it go through. Or one against Ronaldo when he was playing against Portugal. Simple save, he lets it go in. Like, it's his first in a while. Like, he's not been too bad recently, but at the same time, we all know he can be a proper bowler sometimes. But every keeper's gonna balls up every now and again. But at the same time, if you balls up that badly, you gotta look at yourself and be like, I need to improve. This isn't good enough. Like.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and say he's not good enough. Like, he's certainly, it's real. Everyone makes mistakes, but at the same time, it's such stupid mistakes that a 32-year-old should not be making. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, I mean, it's a simple save. It's such simple stuff sometimes that he just gets wrong, and it pisses me off. Like, honestly, just needs to improve.
Yeah, bit of I know we're not in the title race, Tom. I know we're not, but Southampton are playing Arsenal, and Southampton are 2-0 up.
Hardly.
So, Arsenal, swear to God, man, no word of a lie.
One of my predictions at that match.
Yeah, Theo Walcott, ex-Arsenal, and Alcaraz got the goal. So
my teacher was literally saying that make Walcott look like prime Henry or something. He literally say, I swear he said that word for word.
Is he an Arsenal fan or Southampton?
Oh yeah, big Arsenal fan, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be saying hello to him on Monday if he lose. But yeah, that's just that. But I mean, back to the hate and Maguire. Well, the hate especially, like we always said, that his distribution wasn't great. Like we did. Maguire just speaks for himself there. I can't really say much about him. Well, I can, but you know what I'm gonna say already. And the hair, yeah, I mean, I've seen him make worse. We said that he's a goalkeeper that can't play from the back, and he never will be. He's a very old-fashioned goalkeeper, the hair. You know, he's not
like this was always a problem, but we got away with it for so long because it never really kind of like hurt us. Like, but it will in moments. Like, you'll get away with it. Sometimes we were lucky it didn't happen much for a while. Like, up until now, I can't say he's had a really. It was a bit shaky at the start of the season, but overall, he's had a decent season. He's kept a good few clean sheets. I know the defense has improved, but you know, he's kept a good few clean sheets. He's made a good few saves. He's certainly not having a bad season, but this was going to happen one of the days. You know, I was just waiting, and yesterday it happened. Like, you know, but it was going to happen eventually. You know, when players are weak and they have a clear, obvious weakness that if it goes wrong, they'll get absolutely, completely just exposed and found out. You might get lucky and get away with it for a while, depending on the weakness, but you'll get fun after a while, and that does happen to you.
But how could I know it's probably going to be a simple answer? But how can he do? Like, he does well when he has Varane and Martinez in front of him.
Well, the quality of defense also helps now because, like, Varane and Martinez. I mean, Martinez has been exceptional. Martinez, like, he's left foot. That's the thing. Martinez, he's left foot centre back. He's quality, you know, like Martinez got a lot of skills that, like, and Varane as well, you know, World Cup winner, 4 Champions League winner, 2 very good centre backs. I mean, I'll call Varane world class. Martinez, I'd give it a while and I would, but they're both very good defenders that you can trust. Like, you know, I mean, that's a big difference. You see, because like Maguire and Lindelof, like they're you don't know what to expect from. Like, I mean, they've improved a bit. Like, I'll give them that. They're better than last season, but at the same time, you still can't trust them. Like, that, you know that they're gonna. Sooner or later, they're going to just completely balls up and mess up and have an absolute disaster show. You just don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it. He has 2 World Cup winners in front of him. Like, I know Martinez is the current World Cup winner and Varane, but like,
yeah,
you know, I can see why. But like, I don't know. Is it? I'm not just like that defense yesterday. Back 5 actually will say include hate in there, obviously. Did you feel confident when you seen that back 5, or you know, did you still be kind of like, man, maybe we can, you know, just with the midfield?
Yeah,
Oh,
the midfield's improved a good bit, but at the same time, the defense is still like you're biting your nails, hoping like it was okay against Forest, but at the same time, no, that's not in Forest. They're so open, and even like they're like Morgan playing Brennan Johnson or two quality players didn't even show up. We got away with one there. Like I mean, they were okay in fairness. Like they actually did their job, but at the same time, none of them Forest might get relegated. Like that's to be bare minimum being able to defensively masterclass them. Like they're no good. Like
no.
But now we're playing Brighton now. Oh, this is not going to be fun.
No, it's going to be. I don't know, Tom. I'm saying it here and I'm saying it now. Extra time is happening. And I hate to, but I don't know. I can see it, man. I can see it. I know.
Still, like in fairness, like the attack's okay. The attack midfield's fine. The defense, like Maguire's suspended actually. I remember that. So maybe we're not going to be too bad. Like, but it's you're still going to be on the edge of your seat. Like this isn't going to be any walk in the park. Brighton been pretty good this season as well. They beat us obviously back in August, so don't sleep on them.
No, I mean obviously I heard Evan Ferguson and is it I think is it Veltman or something like that.
Yeah, Veltman,
Evan Ferguson and Veltman I think are injured for this game. So
Ferguson's quality. Ferguson is absolute quality.
He is, isn't he? He really is. I mean, obviously, I think he's. I mean, we watched him in the international break time. I thought he done pretty sound.
No, he's a good player. He's a very good player. He's one of the good out for.
Yeah, obviously, Rahul talk about the game on Sunday. Says we're lucky if we win. I'll take anything at this stage. I really will take anything at this stage.
Let's get the results.
I'd take a scrappy own goal or something like that, Tom. John, obviously they get the scrappy own goal. We get a penalty that there's no way near a penalty, or I don't know, just something. I was gonna ask you what went wrong last night, but I think those two questions, that question was answered. Maguire. And again, obviously, quick fire questions. Rahul says, hopefully City loses. Obviously, I already got your prediction, Tom, so we might skip on to them prediction or quick fires. But I mean, yeah, Sunday's game, like we'll jump into that, and hopefully City do lose. They're playing Sheffield United. Like I can't see City fluffing that one up. Like, I can't.
We can hope they will. They're not going to lose. Like Sheffield United, like they're championship team. Their best player is Tommy Doyle. Like that's no good. I mean,
I know they beat Tottenham, but anyone can beat Tottenham. Bournemouth beat Tottenham. We can beat Tottenham.
A serial winner like Conte got sacked. Mourinho and Conte, two unbelievable managers, couldn't help them. No one can. They're finished. They're absolutely finished.
Yeah, they are. We could beat them, Tom, with our current state. We literally couldn't we though? We could beat Tottenham probably with our current state. So.
Oh no, we will. Yeah, no, definitely will.
I mean, I think Bournemouth beat them last week. They just about beat Brighton, which I think they should have had a penalty or something like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Brighton one was a fluke, and they can be worse at home like that. They are atrocious. They've okay attackers, but like defensively, they're so weak. Like for a team that plays a back three, they're so bad.
Yeah, Rahul saying City could realistically win the treble.
I say they will. Well, they could do like that. They actually might.
I hope Real Madrid, like whoever they meet in the final, if it's us or Brighton, I'm supporting whoever the opposition is, right? If Sheffield United somehow, like don't get me wrong, if it was City and Brighton, I'd be like, all right, Brighton can maybe do something here. But
yeah, no,
City,
I mean,
Sheffield's like, Jesus, man, come on. Like, if Sheffield can somehow beat Man City, which I cannot see it happen, because I think City they didn't have to do anything when they played against Bayern on Wednesday. Nothing. So again, I do think it'll be a Manchester derby final, but the outcome, I don't know.
Have to wait and see.
But Rahul also does say, but even if City win it, it doesn't compare to United. Yeah, I mean that's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's really. We won it through hard work and all that, didn't we? Blood, sweat, and tears. They just get the old money, money, money. Do you know what I mean? Which again, will we have that money, money, money if Qatar come in or whatever it is? I don't know. All we can do is cling on to the past. Yeah, hopefully City fluff it up. I mean, I wouldn't write off Real Madrid though. I wouldn't be writing off Real Madrid. They're just such a weird team.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get from them. But yeah, I mean, who's in the? I think it's AC Milan and Inter Milan in the other semi-finals, and then obviously City Real. Yeah, so who's want to win the title?
Arsenal, because I hate City, like, and they've won it like four last 5 years. Like, I might like picking between Arsenal and Man City is like picking two lads to take your misses from you, but like it's not exactly an amazing option of choices. But I hate Man City so much. I guess I could stomach Arsenal winning it maybe.
Yeah, I mean I know AFTV and media that'll be all up in the air, but like, George, you'll probably just go back to same old Arsenal next season. So like a Leicester, which again Arteta's doing a decent job. Rahul says, when will our Spanish course be lifted? Whenever Maguire's not playing. I don't know. I mean, is it a Spanish course? Like voodoo? It's just Sevilla. I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised we lost last night because it's Sevilla. Like, it's not a big shock to me. Like, so get the Glazers out already. Yeah, Jesus, they're just clinging on and clinging on. But yeah, I mean, as I said, Tom, like, I'm not sure I asked you the question yet, but you confident for Sunday's game?
Fairly.
Yeah. And again, you know, with what happened yesterday, can we bounce back? Can we bounce back mentally?
Yeah.
Physically?
No, we'll bounce back after a 7-0 loss. No, we can bounce back, like, so no, we bounce back by now. We've done it many times before. That's why we couldn't do it again.
That's true. But then do you want us to be kind of that bounce back FC? Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's great to have.
But... Yeah, no, it's good. Like, because I mean, you're not too bad after like we can show we don't after one bad setback we fall apart. Like we show we can kind of like get back up and build ourselves again. Like that's what easy to do. Like, but as long as we're getting results and getting a bit of process done or progress, whatever you want to say, that's all I really want. Like I know we're gonna have a few bad days off here and there. Everyone does, like, but as long as we get like a bit of consistency, that's all I really want.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. I mean, yeah, as you said, Liverpool slapped us 7-0, City beat us 6-3, Brentford beat us 4-0, Sevilla beat us 3-0. So yeah, we should bounce back. Hopefully. Just as Brighton, you know, they are decent team to be fair to them. It's not going to be an easy semi-final. Obviously, Rahul must be talking about the owners, the Glazers. Will they sell or will they just say no? I don't know. I can't see it. They can't track back after this. Don't put a ball in front of a dog because he's going to get excited. You know what I mean? Don't take it away from a dog. I messed that one up totally, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, don't be teasing us and then, oh yeah, take it away from us. So surely that fan. I mean, I'd go fucking mental. Like I'd be like seriously, like I wouldn't give up support Man United, but I'd just give up to the Glazers. Like I'd just be like, what's the point? It's one step forwards, two steps backwards. Yeah. Let's see here, but yeah, I mean, Bruno was missing yesterday, Tom, and I wanna ask you this question: Is Bruno more important to the Man United team than we actually think he is?
Oh no, he's definitely. I mean, all the games he's been missing, we've been terrible. Like Forrest, best player on the pitch. Like the amount of games I've seen him play where he's been absolutely unbelievable. Like whether he gets a J or not, like he's still like he's so important. I know Bruno, he's big loss. I mean, without him, we're spineless. Generally spineless. Like he means that much to us. Like remember, we played Aston Villa. He wasn't in. We lost 3-1. Like the games he doesn't play, you can clearly see that he's not there. Like I mean, the impact he has, no one knows because he's not getting as much GA as he used to. He's not getting as much goals and assists, but it's the impact's still there. Like it's just we have a different system, so he doesn't get as much GA, but he's still contributing in some sort of way. Like without him, we're actually so bad. Like I have his jersey just there. I got his name on the back of my shirt this year for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, do you reckon he should be? I mean, obviously, I know he kind of is a captain, but do you reckon Ten Hag should throw him as the permanent captain?
Yeah, but I mean, he's been
Yeah.
captain most of the season. He's done a pretty good job. I know that was obviously the Liverpool match, but other than that, it's been pretty good. So I'd gotta keep his captain. I think he's the best contender for it at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know people kind of say, "Oh, Bruno, he's a moan bag. He's always waving his arms up in the air, screaming, shouting, acting like a baby, whatever." But he does a lot. He does a lot more. Exactly. Like, he does a lot more than Slabhead Harry.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Really, a lot more. Rahul says, "You're in trouble when one player defines a team." Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we would have done better, obviously, if you had a fit team, but unfortunately, no. Do you know what I mean? But yesterday was just one of those games. Like, was it a bit of a, welcome back to Earth? Or was it? I mean, don't get wrong. I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think Liverpool kind of knocked us back down to Earth. I hate to say it, Tom.
No,
I don't like admitting
it. They did. No, I'll be honest. When I was hearing title contenders with us, I was kind of like, I'd be completely. I think these people who said we're like, they should actually like. I'd be pretty embarrassed. Like, I know we were doing well, but at the same time, when you look at a team, you have good players. You've got like Rafa, Casemiro, Fernandez, like Varane. You've got good players, but at the same time, you also have like Diogo Dalot who can't really defend. You've got Jadon Sancho who he'll turn up every 4 games and then just disappear. Anthony who's still developing. Wout Weghorst, he's absolutely dreadful. Like that team is not winning a title. Like unless you put us in with the under 21 league or something, and there's no way to it's. I know we can beat good teams at home. Like we can beat them. Like we've got good players, and we're closer to the title than we ever have in the last few years. That's certainly true. But at the same time, we get too excited. Like, well, we do a bit better. We always improve a bit. We get too excited. Like it's a steady progress that people just don't understand. They don't it takes time to get to the top. They just think it goes like that. Like some of these people, they shouldn't be allowed to watch football. Like they're criminal. Their opinions are absolutely just criminal. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, there was still people saying someone put up. Well, again, it probably was a joke, but someone was like, I think it was a few weeks ago. There's still a chance might not win this title. And I was like, no. Like, yeah, we're 3rd place at the moment. Yeah, we're doing a bit better than I thought. I mightn't look it, but we are. There has been improvements, Tom. I think.
No, we've definitely improved, but at the same time, considering how bad we were last year, you need to take it step by step. You can't just go straight from 0 to 100. Like you gotta know it takes time, and you have to go step by step. You don't just go straight up with flick of a finger. Some people are just really stupid, unfortunately. Some people are just some people are just proper brain dead, unfortunately, and they happen to follow football and throw opinions on Twitter that deserve jail time, really. But nothing we could do about that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've improved, but we haven't improved enough to be competing for titles. Like I took Arsenal 2 or 3 years or something like that, where Arteta to be.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's the fact we even came as close as we did with 1 year. That's still very good. We were only going to improve. The summer signings, other than Dubravka and Weghorst have all been really good. I know Mullins never played as well, but Casemiro's been unreal. Martinez and Eriksen, the 3 of them have been unreal. Casemiro, Martinez, and Eriksen, unreal. Malacia, he's getting there. He's a bit brain dead sometimes, but like he's overall solid enough. He's been asked to do a few jobs that I thought he'd struggle with, but he wasn't too. He was okay. Anthony, he's getting there. Like you gotta be patient with him, but he is getting there. Give him a few years. And Sabitzer, Sabitzer's been actually quite good. I have to say, Sabitzer surprised me. I didn't think he'd be that good. I think that's it. I mean, like Whitehorse has just been absolutely diabolical. Not to be fact much anyway, but he's just a bad footballer. And Dubravka played 2 games. It was a bit shaky, but we won both games, I guess. And Butland is just stayed to the bench, so he's never going to play for the club.
No. You mentioned about Sabitzer there. Would you be interested in a permanent deal, or backup wise?
The only problem is he's getting a bit old. Like he's like 31 or 32. Like he's good player. He's a good player. Like I'd keep him, but you wouldn't have him like starting every game. Like he'd be a rotation player. He's a good player. Like I like 20 million. That's an okay deal. I wouldn't mind that. Like, but you just got to keep his rotation. Like, and we need good squad depth. So I'd snap him up. Like, because he's a good player. Like he's been very good. He's impressed me so much this season. He's been way better than I thought he would. So I would get him permanently, but at the same time, get another midfielder. Don't rely on him. Like, because he's getting old. Like he's like what 30, 31, 32. I think he's 31. Don't know exactly, but you can't rely on fossils to save you. Like, I mean, he's okay, but he's not gonna is he gonna win a title? I don't think so.
No, definitely not. It's gonna be interesting to see what you can even do with Sabitzer. But Rahul says interesting to see if Ten Hag 6 with Maguire. I think Maguire's gonna be gone in the summer. That's just my opinion. As Man United's B team yesterday, and he also says there's no improvement under the Glazers. No, there's never going to be a major improvement with the Glazers.
No, on the pitch, unless they go over screwed. Unless that's a fact. Unless they go over just screwed, there's no point in trying to give yourself false hope about doing this and that. Until they're gone, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on, I'm just trying to. There's a thing in the comments there, and it's starred. So just try our score predictions in or whatever. Me and Tom will get to ours in a bit. But no, the Glazers, no improvement under them. Which I was talking about Bruno. I mean, Tom, like Brighton season so far, what do you think of it? They're doing a lot better than people expect them to do with losing Cucurella, Graham Potter, Trossard. Bissouma.
They've been good. No, they've been very good. And one thing I have to say, the scouts, they deserve all the credit. Scouts, they've signed so many players from the back arse of nowhere no one's ever heard of, and they're like Ferguson, Casado. We never heard these players before this time for Brighton, and even the right back I scored a belt from the other day. Oh, they've been unreal. The recruitment's been fantastic. They're a good team. These Arbery's, he's been pretty good as well. The manager, Graham Potter. The guy Deserve is better than Graham Potter. Graham Potter finishing ninth of his best season, and I got him moved to Chelsea. Graham Potter's an absolute fraud. That guy gets funded so easy. He wasn't even that good. And Cucurella's stinking up faith in Chelsea. He did okay. I know he did good for them last season, but at the same time, Cucurella, he's been pretty far now. He's simply a bang average fullback. I've watched a few Chelsea games. He's just poor, very poor. I know they've obviously worked with McAllister, started the final. That's impressive. McAllister's very good. Casado's good as well. I know he wants to leave, but he's good. Decent defense. It's weird. You wouldn't expect them, but they actually are a very solid team. You got to give them credit. They've been. With all the players they sell, Trossard was quality, but he just went. Cucurella was good, but he went. Graham Potter, I don't rate him that highly. I never did, but even he did okay with them. But he went. They also lost. They got a few big players over the years. I can't think of else they've lost a minute. Ben White. I know that was 2 years ago, but they lost Ben White. Didn't find out him. No, they've bounced back really good. You think they'll be bad after losing all the players, but they're only getting better. They're only producing more talents. As I said, the scouts give them the knighthood. The scouts are just working absolute miracles.
Yeah, that's a club that's properly ran. That's what that is. We can get Pep and Schleiter at our test, and we still won't be in a title race. Obviously, it's relating to the Glazers. Our
Yeah,
current do a loan, sell, buy, promote, keep. I tell you what, because I don't want the previews to be over an hour long. Because there's a lot of players and there's a lot of people that we could buy. We might do a show next week or something like that, a bit more into depth instead of rushing it. But
yeah.
it definitely will be done. I've actually planning on doing that, and I want to get it done. We'll get it done probably sometime next week. We'll probably get me, Tom, whoever else is available on as well, get their opinions. Which I mean, Tom, I mean, obviously with you know Evan Ferguson out and that. And again, there's probably a few other danger in that Brighton half, but which one player in that Brighton team would be a danger man to United basically?
McAllister, Casado, and Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk, like no one knows this guy is quality. Lewis Dunk is quality. Lewis Dunk is actually very good. Solly March is really good as well. He's improved a lot. McAllister's very good. He's very good. And then
Yes.
Casado's good as well. Casado's not bad, not the worst either.
It looks like does
Um,
McAllister look like Messi's long a bit of Messi in there, a bit of the do you know yourself, Messi's long lost brother.
he just looks like a farmer from that lives in the back after us common. That's what I think he looks like. But quality player. You'll be keeping an eye on him. I mean, Danny Welbeck as well in a way. I know Danny Welbeck, he's not done too much, but at the same time, he's hurt us a few times since he left us. So you keep a close eye on him. Like you wouldn't just see him starting and be like, oh, free win or whatever. Like this guy can hurt you in many ways more than you believe. But I think I'd mainly focus like defensive wise. Lewis Dunk's going to be a problem for them because Lewis Dunk is fantastic. Solly March as well. But like the ones I mentioned are like Solly March, Lewis Dunk, McAllister, Casado. Four of them, like you got to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, that other lad, don't eat Matoma.
Oh yeah, Matoma. How did Matoma was good as well. How did I forget him? Yeah, I still mind every day. Matoma's very good. Yeah.
That's what goes to show, the good players they have. Rahul says we always give our preference signings, but we always get second choice. With the Glazers, you're always going to get second choice with the Glazers. So it's just a regular occurrence, isn't it? Again, you know, obviously we'll jump into Brighton's form, United's form, and that in a few. But do you think with the current depth we have, without injuries and that, and suspensions, if there's any, are you not strong enough to beat Brighton with those? Like, will experience decide the game, Tom? Wembley, FA Cup. Do you reckon experience will have a part to play, or will it just be performance?
Bit of both, yeah, because I know the Brighton squad, like they're good, but they've only been on the scene for a little while. Like some of them, this is their first season playing in the Premier League, like so they'll certainly be a bit like new when they need to develop. Most of our players, they're used to it. Like, and even the players we did sign, they're pretty experienced and they know what it's like. They're not just fresh. Like other than Garnacho, and even he's injured, so he won't play. Well, no, I'd say like other than the defense, we're okay. Rashford's back, Sabitza's back. Luke Shaw's back, I guess. That's okay. He'll be okay, I hope.
Yeah.
Other than the defense, I'm not too worried. Like I think like the attack's okay. Like with Rashford, he's obviously fantastic. Anthony's pretty good as well. Sancho's okay. Like he's a bit lazy. I'm not his biggest fan, but he'll turn up every now and again. So let's just hope that he's okay of Sunday. Fingers crossed. Like he'll probably disappoint us, but sure, what can you do? I don't know. I mean, we have obviously Fernandez. We've got good midfield. Like the midfield will be grand. With Casemiro and where you play Spitzer X, and I don't know who you play. Both superb. So it's good. You have two good midfielders you can trust. Yeah, I think the experience really. I mean, like because we have players who've been playing for you for a while now. I mean, obviously most of them, Premier League proven. I mean, they've proven that they can play fine. I mean, new faces come in, you'd be worried that they don't play well, but now they've settled them just fine. I'd say the experience will help us a lot, so I'm hoping that will help us a lot, but sure, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, Rahul says, to be honest, Brighton are the favourites. And he also has a question, and I went through here to see when is Varane back, and supposedly possible return date, April 27th, versus Tottenham. That's supposedly the possible return date. I have a few others here as well. Martial obviously came off yesterday, supposedly he's meant to be fine for Sunday, possible return date again. Samuel McTominay seems to be back for Sunday's match, and Garnacho is meant to be back for the game against Aston Villa next Sunday, and obviously Martinez July. So yeah, that's when. I mean, Tom, I just can't wait for Varane to come back. I don't know about you, man, but
yeah, I know, but we need a proper experience center back, and like he's been superb. Like, I mean, the amount of times like he doesn't get enough. I know we credit Martinez a lot because he was obviously, people doubted him, only 5'9", 5'10". He can't do it. He's been fantastic, but you got to give Varane the same credit. Well, Varane's been top notch. Like, I mean, this guy has barely put 4 ranks since he joined the club. I know obviously we credit Martinez a lot because Martinez has been fantastic, but Varane deserves some credit as well. Like, when people sleep on him, people say, "Oh, he's done. He's injury prone." Like, he's been injury prone, but he's world class. He's won a World Cup in 4 Champions Leagues and 3 in the League of Titles. This guy means business. This guy is solid. He will get the job done, and he's a blessing having your team.
Yeah. Rahul says Martinez out for the season. Yeah, he's out for the season.
We already knew that.
Yeah. Hopefully Sean Rush will play. They surely will. But listen, we're going to go through Ten Hag's press quotes here, see what the story is. We usually always do them, so we'll run through them here as quick as we can. So again, Erik Ten Hag, on big losses like last night, he says, you have to acknowledge it's the truth. We have to do better. I know that. I have to reach the players to do better in such circumstances. He says, we deal better with such expectations. The demands on this team, we are Man United. They are high. We have to improve it. I have to reach the players and they have to step it up. Then he also speaks about bouncing back, which has been, we've had to bounce back a good few times this season. He says, I always think about, do I refresh? I have a squad, but also I know that we this season, we have had bad defeats, bad performances. We can bounce back. I'm convinced we can do that again. We have the experience. He says, in this moment, I don't think about the summer. I'm thinking about improving this team and these players. That's my job with the coaching staff and the players. Then he spoke about staying focused. He says, we have all our focus on this process and not on other processes that will distract you. I know this group of players can do better. They've proved this so many times this season. He says, we have made huge progress during the season, but we have steps to go. Yeah, but we have steps to go. We have a lot of games to play and occasions to prove it. What's he talking about? Oh, obviously a Brentford-like running punishment where got the players to do a lot of running. He says, I don't go running with them today. We don't have time. We know we didn't match the standards yesterday. Expectations on the team, the manager, the players is higher. We have to do better. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more can you punish these group of players, because it seems like a thing we've all had to do. Preparing for Sunday says, so short. The last was what's obviously on preparing for Sunday says, so short. The last was in Seville. We didn't train until now. Now we go to train. Then he spoke about the non-stop schedule. He says we can't deny it. It's mental. Definitely, we have to learn that you keep going, you carry on. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely starting to creep up on us already. Then on the squad's mentality says what they can do very well is bounce back in between games. What they can do less is bounce back during a game to a setback. That is what we have to improve. That's true, isn't it? We can bounce back from defeats, but we can't bounce back during a game. Then he says, Erik Ten Hag, if he's confident the club will have a good summer, he says, oh yes, I have belief. It's not why we are here. We're here to prepare Brighton and get the best out of the group of players. That's where my energy and focus is. Then he spoke about Maguire. He says, he has an important role. He is the captain. He leads and he communicates with the manager, motivates the team. he's the example in the training space. Some example. Then obviously he spoke about on if certain players are playing for the future. Says I think we're always playing for a future as professional players. Obviously, then he spoke about expectations of himself and the players. He says every game is a test, every season is a test. You have to earn the right to wear the short. It's for me as a manager. We are in the same boat. During the season, we make huge progress. Then he spoke about achieving goals. So we have experience, but we have a way to go. Then he spoke about Sunday's game. He says a good thing is Sunday is a huge opportunity. Semi-final of the FA Cup, a better event you can't imagine. After that, a lot of great games to go. We have to prove it, and and this group of players has to prove it. He has expectation for Sunday. Says I think the players understand, but if not, it's time to be aware of it. He says it's great to be part of Man United, to be part of such a football club. But the flip side is you have to prove it every game. That's what we have to acknowledge and be aware of it. Then he says we need to prepare every game for the fight. So yeah, Rahul says these players can't do better. This is their ceiling. There's no bounce back. Ollie has made that redundant. We had to do it a few times this season, so hopefully Ten Hag and his squad can do it again. We're going to throw Brighton's form here. Let's run through them fairly quick. Is this it? It is it. So there we go. They beat Grimsby 5-0, obviously. Drew 3-all against Brentford. Beat Brighton 2-0. Lost against Spurs 2-1 and beat Chelsea 2-1. So, don't get me wrong, Tom. Like, what would you say? Would you say there that that's a tough run of games to do well in, or do you reckon you expect them to win those games?
Yeah, no, I mean you have to. At first, you have to win the games. I give them that. They had not beating Grimsby. I'd say I could do that, to be honest. No respect to Grimsby. And beating Bournemouth, these are easy games. These are easy games. They won them. You gotta give them that. You have to win these games. You should be, even if Brighton were a relegation team, expecting to beat them, to be fair. But look, they beat bottom half teams such as Bournemouth and Chelsea. That shouldn't be difficult, but they did it.
Yeah, Ralph says everyone is expected to beat Chelsea. Yeah. But I mean, it's not would it be a run of form you look at and would you be threatened by it, or would it just be yeah, listen, you'd expect them to do well in those games? There's top.
I'd be a bit wary, but at the same time, we've beaten them teams. We beat Brentford, we beat Bournemouth, we beat Spurs, we beat Chelsea. I know we do, but we would beat Chelsea, and we would beat Grimsby. No problem. We would win these games. So I know you'd be a bit wary of it, but at the same time, anyone can beat these teams. They're not difficult teams that will cause you many problems. Brentford are okay, but we beat Brentford only a few weeks ago. Sure, we were fine. So I won't be too worried about them.
Yeah, we're beating Spurs and Chelsea. You'd expect them to beat them too, anyways. Bournemouth to beat them, beat Spurs, so not much of a threat there. Rahul says, yeah, it's a semi-final of the FA Cup, so yeah, it's just one leg, yeah. Then we go to Manchester United's form. So actually, no, just looking at their form, they drew 2 and won 3, so not too bad. Then we go to our run of form. Our last 5 games, we beat Brentford 1-0, beat Everton 2-0, drew 2-2 against Sevilla, beat Forest 2-0, and again, obviously, we drew 3-0. We drew 3-0. We lost 3-0 against Sevilla. So I'm looking at our run of form, it's not really that great either, is it?
Other than Sevilla, it's good. Solid wins in the Premier League. It's just Sevilla. That's the only issue. We were 2-0 up against Sevilla. We take off the key players. We lose both our centre backs, and Weghorst decides to be Weghorst and just completely balls everything up. And also, Malacia ball watching, that ruined it. Second leg, it just was one of those days that you just absolutely just do not turn up and you just make a fool of yourself. It's that's 3 wins out of 5. That's still okay. Like we only lost 1 game out of 5. Like I know that's like it's not. We've had worse form to be fair. Like I'm not too worried, but just gotta wait and see. All depends what happens.
Yeah, Rahul says we have the better form. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
As you said, like I agree with you with saying that you've seen worse form. I do agree with you on that one, definitely. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be anything that you're worried about. But again, Sevilla, again, it's probably the only pain in there. But yeah, hopefully that loss, that Sevilla game was just one of maybe we do have a Spanish course. But yeah, that's the form, and I mean, like obviously just a quick one, Tom. How can we beat Brighton on Sunday?
Go for him.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. And Brighton, test our defense, test the hair.
Go for them. Just go for like to press them like properly, like because they know like they have a mistake in them, so just go for them.
Yeah, Rayo saying Sevilla is the Real Madrid of Europa League. Yeah, I mean Sevilla just love that competition. Yeah,
Raul's
it's definitely just
today.
What?
Raul's very active today. He's commenting like mad.
Oh no. So yeah, I mean Tom, I mean no waiting about here. I suppose we'll jump into your predicted 11. Yeah, I have it here on the. I have it. So
yeah.
I mean Tom, obviously still run through it, obviously if you don't mind.
So De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Shaw, Malacia, Casemiro, Fred Fernandez, and then Anthony, Rash, and Sancho. I'd say I think Fred's going to be thrown in there. I just think so. I just get that vibe.
Say that again, sorry.
I think they'll throw Fred now. I think Fred. I'm just getting that vibe. Fred's going to be in the team. I don't know why. Like, I know we have Sabitzer and Eriksson, but I know Sabitzer's only recently back from injury. Don't want to play him too much, and I do think Fred will play.
I mean, to be honest with you, I obviously predicted a player different. I think, yeah. And again, that team, like, I'd be happy with Casemiro and Fred. Like, I really, really would. I mean, again, will I be surprised if Fred starts? No, I wouldn't complain either. But yeah, I mean, obviously with Martial, like, I'm not sure. I think like myself, Tom, Martial came off, so you're not really sure what to expect. But again, my predicted 11, nothing really too different. Just literally one player different. I went to Gea, Malacia, Shaw, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, and Eriksson. That's obviously Eriksson's the only different player at the Toms. Bruno, obviously. Then we have Sancho, Anthony, and Rashford down the middle. So that is the that's our predicted 11s. So score predictions.
I'm gonna go bold. I think we're gonna win 2-0. I think the vibe that will just hit him on the couch. With a pacey attack with Sancho, Anthony, and Rashford. Anthony, scored midweek. I think Anthony's to make a turn, but I mean he was pretty good against Forest. I know he wasn't great yesterday, but no one was, to be fair. So I think Anthony's gonna have a masterclass. Get go, and then Rashford's gonna do what Rashford does. He scores like. What more can I say? Like, that's simply his job, and he's been great all year. So I'm hoping that he can keep it going on Sunday.
And is that going to be all this? Obviously, just another crazy question. Is that all going to be decided in 90 minutes, or are we looking to extra time?
I say about 90 minutes. I'd say with the comebacks we can make and we can deal after a setback. I think 90 minutes. I think we'll be again with that. We know the extra time.
Yeah, I mean that's a fairly confident prediction. Like, again, would I be surprised if we beat them 2-0? I actually wouldn't. Do you reckon we just have our qualities just a bit better than theirs, or like?
Yeah, I think we've got the more experienced, better players. I think because obviously we're Man United. I mean, they're Brighton. Like, I mean, yeah, I think the quality would just be more than enough. Like, I mean, like the same was. Remember, we played Newcastle. It was a tight game, but there was a few minutes we got 2 goals. I mean, obviously Casemiro got one and Rashford got one. It was in space of like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Just you need to be just clinical and good for like that little few minutes. That's be more than good enough for you most of the time. And that's how it happened against Newcastle. Like Newcastle and Brighton are very similar teams. Like I know, like we're grand against them at Wembley in the final. I think it'll be the same.
Yeah, definitely. That's all we need. 10 minutes of a decent spell like that, I'm sure we'll be laughing. But again, I'm going also confident. Wouldn't really call it as bold, but I said 2-1 United. Bruno and Rashford and Matoma for them, but I'm gonna throw it in there. I think we beat them in extra. I think it's 1-1 in the 90 minutes, and then I think we're talking extra time, Tom.
Like, I mean, it could be in friends, like Brighton, a certain like those. Like they can hurt you, like so. That could definitely happen.
But I think it's going to be, will it be like a link? Will it be like remember Martial against Everton? Down the middle, boom. Will that happen? I hope. Listen, I'm just going 2-1. I'm not going to throw anything bold in there. Just I think looking at extra time. But yeah, obviously the match of the season tomorrow. I know I keep thinking the matches tomorrow now because there's a preview tonight. But yeah, there will be a watch along for the game on Sunday. I think it kicks off at 4:30. Yeah. So join me usually half an hour before the game. How's the feeling, Tom? How's the nerves? Can you feel nerves? Will they creep in, or are you confident?
I'm confident enough. Unless the defense just completely have another disaster like they did yesterday, I think we'll be okay. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we can't play Maguire or Phil Jones, so I'm so upset. But listen, that's been the Manchester United versus Brighton FA Cup semi-final preview. Tom, thanks for joining, man. Much appreciated as always.
No bother.
And yeah, if you're new, please make sure to like, comment, that subscribe button, follow our socials, links in the description. And yeah, we play Brighton on Sunday. Come on, the lads.